Hello, and welcome to episode 27 of my Let's Play of Aurora 4X. Now, we start this episode off with a very quick segment on the fact that we have researched the construction rate of 12 build points. And we're now researching the mining production of 12 tons on Earth. So, what this means is that we've now got 20%, that are all of our constructions now got 20% faster. So that's kind of a big deal. So it's nice. We're also going to have a quick look at if we can see our missiles over here. Or if that is in another window. In another castle perhaps even. I don't see it over here. So where would that be? If I were a missile, where would I be? Well, from trade, maybe? No. Not in there. But where would it be? I would suppose... I would think that it's over here, but I'm going to have a quick look on the wiki. It doesn't say in the wiki where I can find them. So I'm going to do some looking around, and when I see something I'll be back. So back in a bit. Okay, I have found where I can see how many missiles I have. Namely, if you are over here in the industry window and you click the stockpiles button, then there it is. I have 8 size 5.5 long-range anti-ship missiles. So, what I'm gonna do right now is I am going to, well, I want more anti-ship missiles. I basically want 100 anti-ship missiles for now, I think. So this one is going to create 90 more. There you go, modify. And how far is this one? This one will be done the 23rd of February in the year 19. So that'll be pretty soon. Let's see what else has happened. Nothing interesting. So I'm going to let some more time pass, and I'll be back when something interesting happens. So back in a bit. And we have more civilian mines on Herschel Regolith. And let's quickly have a look at Herschel Regolith. And well, as you can see, currently got 10 mines, so they've got an annual production of 1250. So they're producing quite a bit. So I'm going to let some more time pass until something really interesting happens, hopefully. But you never know now, do you? So I'll be back in a bit. And a couple of things have happened. First of all, the mining colony in Iowa has expanded to 3 civilian mining complexes. And our research into the size 5.5 short-range ASM has also completed. So what we're going to do now in the industry window is we're going to say that you only get 50% of the production, and with the other 50% we're going to make short-range ASMs. Great. So 100 of each missile for now should be enough. I only plan on making a couple of missile ships for now because, well, we'll have better missile ships soon enough, I hope. So yes. So what are we going to do now? Well, we now have both missiles producing. So what we have to do now in order to get our ships up and running is we need to design some anti-missile missiles. And anti-missile missiles well, I'll just show you. This is where I get most of my information. Long-range missiles, short-range missiles. Let's see if there is any information on anti-missile missiles over here. AMM, anti-missile missile. Well, I'm going to ask on a forum real quick, and then I'll be back. So, back in a bit. And I have come up with a design for my anti-missile missile. It's a 1.81 MSP size missile, and it'll, I think, do well defending me, hopefully, from missiles. So, size over 5. It's got a range of 66. Well, actually, I think I want a bit more fuel, because I want, I think, 100,000, well, 100 million kilometers range. So, yes, like that. Short range AMM. I think yes. Yes. And then we will research that, but we also need fire control for that. So we'll need a fire control, missile fire control, for an very small missiles. Very small objects, and well, we'll want it to be able to detect them at a very large range, so like that, so that it can well, it has a use, so like that. And missile fire control FC 75, so 75 megameters range, and a resolution of 1 hull size. So let's create it. There we go. And now we have a couple more research projects to do. If we go to missiles and kinetic weapons, missiles and kinetic weapons, we have this one to do, which will be done by him with 1 research lab. Yes. And we also have sensors and fire control. These should be researched, but they cost a lot of research points apparently. So yes, they will have to be researched. Create, yes. You are going to get some more research labs. Add research lab, because your researchers have priority right now. Very much priority. So much so that even you will lose 4 of your research labs, and they will all go to this research over here. And it'll be done in October, and we're also going to queue for him the other fire control, this one. Queue. There you go. And did anything else happen? Let's have a look in the log. yes, the civilian mining colony on I was expanded, but we already talked about that, didn't we? So, I'm going to let some more time pass until something interesting happens, and when it does, I'll be back. So, back in a bit. Okay, so we have created a new civilian construction. Well, actually, the civilians have created a new construction, namely a new small class freighter. So let's quickly have a look at our Mars colony for now. Yes, you can currently support 2.5 million population, so that's nice. Also the moon has some population too. Yes, nice. So, I think that it is about time to end this episode. Yes, the time has come, sadly. Well, actually, no, not quite yet. Good news, we have some more time. I misread something. I said it's at 5 minutes, but it's at 2 minutes. So I'm going to let some more time pass, and when something interesting happens, I'll be back. So see you in a bit. And we have some more news about civilian mining colonies. Namely, 2 have expanded. The one on I has expanded to 4 civilian mining colonies, and the one on Crommelin has expanded to 5 civilian mining complexes. Not colonies, complexes. That's what I meant. Honestly, I'm not going crazy. Promise. So, let's let a bit more time pass, and when something interesting happens, I'll be back. Back in a bit. And we have some more civilian mining colony news. This time from Itakawa, which has expanded to 4 civilian mining complexes. So that's also very exciting. So, I'm going to let some more time pass, and when something interesting happens, we'll be back. So, back in a bit. It looks like I should just leave the recording on from now on, because, again, just 2 turns later, and which is about 30 seconds later, we have researched something else, namely the our anti-missile missiles. So that's also very interesting. So we are going to queue a little, well, quite a large amount of our anti-missile missiles. But first we'll tone down the amount of capacity we spent on this. So this one is going to get 25%, modify, and this one is going to get 25%. Now I'm doing this because I want to actually spend 50% of our capacity building about 250 of these anti-missile missiles. Because I feel like we need to focus mostly on defense rather than offense, because, well, if anyone is going to attack us, then we'll most likely be hopelessly outgunned, so we'll need to be able to defend ourselves. And the most likely early game weapons they'll be using is our missiles, so we'll be using missiles too. And also, what I forgot to do is I forgot to design anti-missile launchers. So we'll have to do that right now. So, missile launchers. There we go. It needs to be a size 2. And it needs to be ship-based system. There we go. Size 2 missile launcher. Create. And we'll need to research that, of course. So if we go to missiles and kinetic weapons, then here it is, size 2 missile launcher, which shall be researched by Catherine Taylor. There you go. Create it. And I'm going to let some more time pass. And I'm going to take a sip of tea, hot tea, not coffee. I don't like coffee. Nice tea, but it's really a bit too hot still to drink, so I'm going to just let it stay there. And I hope that something happens next turn, or the turn after that, because otherwise it'll be a bit embarrassing. And also, what's also a bit embarrassing is the speed at which is currently going. Go very slow. But anyway, I'm going to pause the recording for a bit. And, well, actually, I'm not just going to pause the recording, I'm going to end the episode for reals this time. So, I hope you liked this episode. And I hope to see you again in episode 28. So, goodbye.